Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Chelsea got back to winning ways with a routine 2-0 home win over bottom-of-the-table Sheffield United to ease the pressure on manager Mauricio Pochettino. Despite being largely frustrated in the first half by the visitors, Chelsea struck twice in quick succession just after the interval through Cole Palmer, 54, and then Nicolas, 61, to dispel memories of losses at Everton and Man United in their previous two Premier League games. As a result, Chelsea have moved up to 11th place in the table, while despite a spirited display, Chris Wilder's side remain last. How Chelsea returned to winning ways. Chelsea were looking to maintain their recent good home form against a Blades team boosted by victory over Brentford last time out, just their second win of their league campaign, and the visitors took that confidence with them into the match as they largely frustrated their much-changed hosts before halftime. In fact, so dire was the first 45 minutes from the hosts that the Blues, who made 5 changes from defeat at Goodison Park, failed to manage a first-half shot inside the box in a home game for the first time since 2010, when records began, while registering an XG of 0.12 as Wilder's game plan worked to perfection. The Blades even went close to scoring a spectacular opener, only for Cameron Archer's curling effort to be deflected just wide of the far post, with Chelsea debutant goalkeeper George Petrovic at full stretch. However, whatever Pochettino said to his players at the break worked as Chelsea came out firing, scoring twice in the first 15 minutes of the second period to end the visitors' resistance. The crucial breakthrough came as Palmer fed Raheem Sterling in the box and the forward drove to the byline, before his fiercely struck cross was diverted home by the former for his 6th goal in just his last 9 games. After a brief video assistant referee check for offside, the goal stood and 7 minutes later, the hosts doubled their lead in scruffy fashion as Sterling was felled in the box, but as everyone stood still waiting for a possible penalty, Palmer reacted quickest to center for Jackson to side foot home from virtually on the line as the Blues made it back-to-back home league wins for the first time since last October. Are Blues starting to feel at home at the Bridge? Opta Stats. Chelsea have won consecutive Premier League home games for the first time since a run of 3 in October 2022, more such victories than in their previous 14 at Stamford Bridge, W1D7L6. Having won their first 3 Premier League games against Chelsea, Sheffield United have lost 6 of their last 8 in the competition against the Blues, W1D1, conceding at least twice in each defeat. Chelsea's Raheem Sterling has been directly involved in 20 goals in his last 19 Premier League appearances against promoted sides, scoring 15 and assisting 5. Indeed, 4 of his 7 goal involvements in the league this season, 57%, have come against such clubs. Chelsea had a 77.9% share of possession against Sheffield United, completing 729 out of 805 passes, the first time they've attempted over 800 and completed over 700 passes in a Premier League home game since January 2021 against Wolves, 898 attempted, 832 completed, Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge. 1+1, the last 3 instances of a Chelsea player scoring and assisting in a Premier League game. Cole Palmer vs Sheffield United. Cole Palmer vs Tottenham. Cole Palmer vs Burnley. What the manager said. Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino. I think we talked a lot during the week after Everton about needing drastic change. It was important to confirm that we are in a good way. The team in the first half was frustrated because we couldn't find a way past the low block of Sheffield United. We didn't show the capacity to be flexible, and it was easy for them to identify our position and to block us and make us put the ball in positions that were easy for them to stop. The second half we were much better, we fixed things. The team started to find better possibilities to play, to link much better. Cole from the right, going into the space, started to link better with teammates and be the player that we want to use, a playmaker. You only can play 11. It's a big competition, sometimes you need one profile or another and you choose the players. The combination between Caicedo and Gallagher, using Cole like a number 10, that was the possibility for the best combination for today. I'm happy because 3 points are important and Tuesday we have an important game against Newcastle. To arrive in that game with a good feeling is really important, to have the confidence that we can go through. Sheffield United boss Chris Wilder. A mad 15 minutes at start of second half cost us when naivety shone through, and that happens with young players. We were in a good place up to halftime, the shape of the team was good, and I sensed a feeling around the ground there was something in it for us. But it was naive of us to then open the game up, not being overcritical of the players. I told them this in the dressing room as the players decided themselves to chase the game and make it big in the first 15 minutes after halftime, which Chelsea wanted, and they started to turn us and get forward runners, and that left us in a bad place. The second goal is a mistake, and then it becomes a difficult afternoon. The first half we were okay, we got the balance right, but it is fine lines, the players are learning on the job, it is a young group in terms of age and experience. I don't like when one player goes off to clap supporters on their own. If we're going to do it, we go together. That's important to me, and it was important that they quickly got that message, because for a big period, we were in the game and we were fighting our way against an outstanding manager and some top individuals. Team news. Chelsea made 5 changes to the side that lost 2-0 at Everton last Sunday, with goalkeeper George Petrovic coming in for his debut for the club in place of Robert Sanchez, who has a knee problem. Meanwhile, Mauricio Pochettino also handed starts to the likes of Thiago Silva, Levi Colwill, Raheem Sterling and Nicolas Jackson. And in a major boost for the Blues, Christopher Nkunku was named as a sub for the first time since injuring his in pre-season, following his summer switch from RB Leipzig. However, both Reece James and Marc Cucurella missed out through injury. As for the visitors, Chris Wilder made 2 alterations to the team that beat Brentford 1-0 at home last Saturday, with striker Ollie McBurney back from suspension and defender Max Lowe both recalled to the starting 11 in place of William Osula and Jack Robinson. Meanwhile, Oliver Norwood also returned from a 1-game ban to take his place on the bench. What's next? Chelsea's season could potentially be on the line on Tuesday as they face Newcastle in the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. They then head to Wolves on Christmas Eve. Meanwhile, Sheffield United travel to Aston Villa next on Friday, December 22nd. Let us know what you think about the entire thing in the comments section below. Additionally, stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news and updates from around the world. We sign out.